no water ensio de crunching so be no ma no papa na boost immune system na bibia woni pedua mu anya bia wadwo so nyina ama na ba besene awie wudu fufuo bi banku bi aka se ubenom special ice mineral water e de egu adwojo boso what you say uwie a wo kaso se chaos yes aduane e de uwie a wo happy this way chocolate drink dey here ni you share wo bi de egu so hwa na weather ni mu o che se de traffic abatown yeah now the ice cubes we are going to say what this way so they want the chocolate na yi and coffee no na de na kai se Ghana ye na ye koko and ye de antioxidants women no so boost immune system pa abusia for o madama e na wie ye de kasebo ebro na sem abete e wo kasebo mu ene esem waso afo a won na hwe bambo ho sem so de atoja say say de galamsey wo maka kan so din abrodi beye e ye Ghana fo bi o mpese o mbeja galamsey no wan hwe bedru baabi no won be ma soja fo order say baabi e be chewo say we illegal mining na galamsey ye mbo to pay ni eku odaya next time oba na we samaya so be galamsey a wa obete de ekoso epa sanso na aban aye say operation Vanguard dwumedi o mde bae ne free na ekomo so o ma suspend a wo ma suspend kosi say wo mbesi gina efoforo e won semi eho ye wi a na Afia call amanone ensem so akwakodwe Israel say nkofo akoto ahwo so ama ni braba pa say wo so ma declare state of emergency we ene nsem akase ni nyina aka bom say UTV awia pam to breka sebo ene de ebro efem Vimlady Afia Pokua kai say wo ship house Abeka Junction ewo enkraha the only ship house yeah wo Ghana ye betukura kom no chia gam cha say eda e tia popo ho say yes ye de o de ye ya na odi asem esika no be problem esesa akode no eti bie wasum na etie kasebo no emu cheche mu emie ye se kasebo na ase a na ye de yewura na ase tutu abebi opemso wotumfo ene ye de ehye ase wotumfo che se de se Ghana obi adwene o ma Ghana nkoso no tichu galamsey aba ye asem kese a obi aka ho asem se ye hwe se betimi etu ase efi o man mu no so na ase tu abebi otumfo opemso de na ho odin ene nim de esoa efo aso pa se ye nyaa galamsey ne mo ye nsase ye kwaye eho ban na chirema ne ba o metimi abeboa aye bi e de ato ade o nananom aye no eso wo kasa no na che se regional consultative dialogue ya wo mo ye wo to ato adwen fa small scale mining ye no de abama ho license ho e na otumfo de kotu ensemi atu dwa wo chem se galamsey ni de bi eni se ye ma eho kwan
as I'm making the maximum of the camera, so I read my speech. It doesn't make council living this is so regional minister name the bank in a bomba and all say and a pachoya and the old that so my person can so and this I know to be a council will be a so
no kind na bia otu obi a watwa asase o de galamsey bia wo so wa ubu an ho for say why bone so uko krom na sampa so de asase amase enye galamsey na wudie so bone so enti momi enhweye so I'm pleased to be here to deliver the keynote address to formally open the second National Consultative Dialogue on Small-Scale Mining. The maiden one having been opened in Accra last month by His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Honorable Minister, Nananom Vice Chancellor, our host, at the onset, let me assert that mining is older than Ghana and has been for centuries one of the main pillars of ancient economies, and kingdoms such as Santiman.
Joe.
Gold continues to be a major heritage of Santiman, and it's a degradation of lands and forests, thereby creating significant environmental liabilities, pollution of rivers and water bodies, use of mercury in processing the ore for gold, thereby creating public health and safety concerns given its carcinogenic nature.
Joe.
Conflict between illegal miners and large-scale mining companies. Example, attacks on security personnel of mining companies as well as the police. Encroachment on the concessions of large-scale mines, thereby reducing their mineral reserves and associated mine life.
Joe.
National security and public safety risks, given that some illegal miners are armed and sometimes utilize illegally acquired explosives in their activities.
Joe.
Opem so na said to ababi otumfo ene yete nka ewo consultative meeting ekoso efa small scale mining ne kwan ombefa so galamsey o metimi etu ase na eno aho eno so afo ye ohwe o manyi bambo ho nsem so yewra Dominic wo so akire mu say say galamsey nsem ekoso na chese ye ka bibia Ghana fo no a wo mukro ya na kofa China fo free China ede wo ba wo de chamfa ya kwa kosi ye kwaye mu ne nsuo awodo so asa ede wo mu ntie no ebedu baabi no wo de ayi order ebema ye soja fo no say udu kwaye mu baabi a na nsuo so na nkofo ye galamsey a bonituo ten de kunu Afia task force as so den abro ani beye no ano odin no mu wi a wo mukro ya san begina bontene abeka cha aban say fix it
on a Kia Bongo truck with registration number AS 505321, registered brand new car that's been registered in 2021, carrying 21 pumping machines brand new and going to the site to go and pump up the water and destroy and do champagne machines. So that was seized, that was seized and brought down. But that would also be destroyed. 2 pump action guns, 1 excavator control board. The reason why those excavators so far have not yet been destroyed and immobilized is because in the view or in the judgment of the military at that time, if they were to destroy that excavator at that particular site, the collateral damage to the surrounding will be huge. So they demobilize it, but they'll go back and make sure that that excavator is also destroyed. That is the order they have been given. So no prisoners will be taken back home. Everybody is going to go down. So no machine is going to come home. When I say everybody is going to go down, I'm using to just paraphrase what we call the machines that are there, not the human beings. 2 excavators were also immobilized, as I've said, within the yellow zone. The yellow zone are areas about or further than the 100 meters, maybe 100 to 200 meters or 500 meters, because the security have realized that people are working in the night, and immediately they realize they are coming. Then they'll drag the machine 500 meters away. But you can see that this is a truck, fresh truck, and then they'll take the machine off. You can see clearly. But because we said 100 meters, then what they have done so far is not to destroy them, but to immobilize those machines. And then we'll take an action with the advice of the minister responsible for the lands and natural resources, which will give to the military as to them. But so that's what they are doing. They have not destroyed any equipment outside the 100 meters radius. What they have done and what they keep to do is that they know that you are mining. They can see the pit, they can see the machine, and they see that you have just taken the machine off, maybe outside that zone, but they did not destroy them. They immobilized them so that we can take action beginning from there. There was no arrest made because most illegal miners took to their heels. The moment they see the military, they took to their heels, but the military decided that at this phase, they will not be shooting anybody. So they ran off, and so they couldn't get people to arrest. And for even the safety of the troops themselves, they decided that if somebody is running into the forest, into the bush, you don't know where he's carrying, you don't know what he's doing, the only thing you could have done was to have shot him. But they decided that no, this is not the time to do that. Maybe in future it may happen, I don't know. But for now, this is not the time to do that. And so we couldn't make any arrests for now. But take that not to be a witness. Arrests will be made and people will be prosecuted.
absia for galamsey ho sensem no say dey say aban ni abre e wo ho say say wan hwe ye bedru baabi ne bobbo nkofo tuo no matimi agyae galamsey ne ma e ho na kane pani ana ko ne da small scale miners association ano so enwinwin say enkofo bi so afa bronya ho we crackers yo say yes wo mo nche galamsey fo ni pabo fo nti ya wo mu ni licenses nti no wo mu duru ho a na enkofo excavators ni ade ni etwaja tum ni ahye no to de bia wo mo kran sesen en kari nhwe se we no wo ye galamsey ni ana wo ye small scale mine ni okutan license yo ye adwuma behwe no na ya hye eniama no dwere be mpanifo bi ati se adam bonanom ne ade akasa se de aban ye no so nya ne kwan so be ya enka excavator sikwe betimi kwa de ado ama planting for food and jobs sikra no ye de aye adwuma ansa na ebekọ no so no opani kasi akanna ko ne da ye small scale miners association ano ye rakolin so usukusi e wo ahoma no so ye ne ntwehwe sa asemi enko opani kasi ewie ye mo ha mo akwa baba UTV so yo opani ai excavator si amo kase enkofo se ye hyehye ebisi ye mo am ye small scale miners no ye se mo nkofo bi kra ho aba bedim amo mo kra de mo kuto mo license so ya hye wa de ntwe wo ho ne sen
ni aba beda e de bi kan cha wa tie fu ni na e la so awo ke e ya asetun sempa na aye nwanwa e ya tu o memu na e bi akase e japadi e se yi no ye di ja tu mo no eye the excavator eba man here e dey no kra e dey to Kenya ye tun bi ye nyuma bebre na den na so bi fom na se odeya na se ba sa ban ka o TV na e to fa na onfa na onto e ma sika ne ma boa o man no sa de no oja tu amna e di sa bi so ne board ye millions of money e to no e be 500,000 ready for 1 million and above Ghana city e di se aban ko to a then you go back to the Pokua me la karakata amra so na say
okay
ana say betu da ye adwuma foforo bi so betu abo o man and you go back na say he na so say mpe jan tu dia e ya dia ha ju because ke be o man e ni mu ye o ne first akwan for ye ni mu ye na dia wu ni mu ye ne craze na wo so wo shinwa o man foforo bi ni pakwa ti mo he o mesre mo ta dia na mu ye eni ade na mu sizi na ye nti shine dia ya dia ha din e da wo kemi dia ba ye ha din pa ni say if a brave Tasman, you know, Umukuta license, and Yashi Omodia. That they had you for American, that they are a small scale mine, iron license, the whole area, Mineral Commission Mobile license, the whole area, almost excavator. I don't necessarily bassa. Mining and a small scale mining, I'm rather home. Said you got a man, you want him to be rather home. Tell a small scale mining to pay for, I will say, yeah, very year. It's a raw, as of the year. And the purpose will be no mining year. Sana say any pack near Kumus and Nipa where you are any near and rather what from near they are punishing the pack.
Opani unyi say aban baby a wodru no ade na ya hometesem. Enu ti na aban she excavators nche say galamsey asemi mahama breso atame oso kra breso ne ye kan anyeye mahama bai wo de samonsa ponto ano anyeye na nado bai ye kra 4 years kra anyeye wa kan unyini se de be kokobo e de ama nipa bonefo no o musi mo small scale fo no kra chi eye nti no ye hye no say ene order bi dai wa obeye no ene ye wo boka o wa moke ye hye no unyini se ne kwan so na tumi akọ madwene mu se ade amoye ne nye
ni ya ba enye ni kwan so e de ati se e kwan no mo fa so a o mu tu e ta asa no enye kwan o mu huru kwan no emfa wo su du o ma kone ne o mu huru kwan no e na o mu se o ma ni sika ketika tutu dia o ma pa ye ma so jafo ye na mposi aka ni na pe ni ya kan se
ajo penny one na o se o ma ni sika no eyi galam stop for na vanguard for na okay
obi a wuti tu wa wu ni sa dom ye entuanye de me kasa eyi anka second phase is here na bai de me kasa ne se me kasa angosi I can only ade na wo ho no na bi we ye wo check make minister wa ha o tu for ha that e o budi ni me die gu okem ye who stakeholders ya from the American one tie pa o tu for kasa me broadcast ni pa o ye chimba de ensa emu ba ku ni mbe bia gan se fuyi wo enye ngofo ma sisi ege ye wu
oh okay
na ana mo mo tu no ana me de tumi no enkori ye ya was small scale miners ho na nan mo ho this assembly no ho and then ye pesa stakeholders na local ho na no ya form go free a corner look at alliances I and a court to see now move. Yes, once you can't defend your wabone. Who obey your 1 year, I don't know who you. A while, you're killing with you. You're killing a court first straight, you don't put you. As so I so kill and the name became because I did Diana and from Sonata channel. So we are, which is America, and I did your paper, a balancing solution. The answer. What to was a young word, you must not between neither. Now the Americans work as not in a service. Any panel walk community move on local district one. And I say any part, am I a former and almost call around. Now, Mayor Commission, EPO, the president of basically saying that they be in call for. I am more call around. There will be a one from America. You are which is human away. You are true, you are some court. Mufidi, you are easy, acquire by there. What be able to amend about them campus? I will be there. Naturally, now by one person will pass a kind of information for the come on you said. Do one for air politicians for 80 bonnet for a job. And you go back to any of any I can see I just said in the theater. You know me now, some of you small scale and they are test at Tabana. Then no one come up here, we say, will be a yard of near to Susana, no more years, no more from the so that for the better I had a local area, no more job ready. Me no case I come from forest Singapore, because I like that some people are in working now. And it's all
I say a big quiet anymore, or more galam say any big.
Yes, I let young cop for yes, I will let them from forest to go you. Oh, young cop from forest to go. And the Sakobasana, and the American. Minus in the Kurano, a pressure group within almost a team of what. You better say for us to go for the competition in Ano, almost doing a dead home.
And you up any could see, Mr. Where there? Try answer. One got a meeting, I will say a consultative meeting, a coso, as Antimantama in Krokumasi, or hobby. Yeah, or Pemso, or 2 for an answer to a baby. What you must say? What shall Nipa, Muamugu meeting, Nasi, or Muamusumu, small scale for one. Was so for Mummy and son. Emu ba akoya galamsey bi chese mo amoy wo license mo o se woji tum sa
ene small scale bongo a police for nana mo
nana no ne a police for ni nyina so ye bi
na be say nana no obi be ye play bi ho a try say asase ka nana bi ho nana bi chase na be di mai nto ka say mo nana bi a wo so kwa wo so ira de ma gan say ko woni na egu ade wo ne wo he papa
enti openi mu amote wonom na mu nyina mu nim se posifo wom bi politicians wom bi miners wom bi ahemfo wom bi adan na mu bodin mi encheche wom nyina na yete ane ebre na ye say asase na nekra ye nya nsuo me ba bia metie ba bosom miensa ne me tonsuo openi enti adan na mu amu bodin ahemfo kro no mu bo mu din policeifo mu bo mu din mu amu nua no miners mu bo mu din ne enche wo mo mu nyina mu petrasa kwa adamu ahu airport is Adamu Pebi Adam.
The kind of question, but that's all crowded. Once I'm trouble for winning, but to be the ones I'm trouble.
Papa is a trouble for you, Mimitia Minim, Mona Moya Mine, Mona Mukonkran, Simona Munim Kofor Muyebi, Mumbo Dini and Chom, simple. Eh? Your videos will be a pub thing, videos, a pub thing. Am I who such a formal guidance for forest? Baby could be a choir who's a such a common carrier. We did and some trouble for them. We are far home. Forest. I have on video call in a will be up to the Econia. Any power to one. It's I don't know. And anyone see you, and anyone that always say, okay, a double thing. When I didn't want to okay. And you make a what we are going to be doing ever. And some job for Musuka. About Momo and Turabia. Never who never be a party for the Pune because you bet will be so much on my book of Billy. Okay. Everybody, yes, everybody has a way of one party going to be. I better go. Openi nanu ya de we de wo de emfancy ya because nanu ya yera Canada Japan wonu akra babu bo enkrofo bi din wo mo party mu asema wo se obusare nya ye nsentro for ye ni tumi ya de che national security for na no makwa kwachi ye ni nsentro ni ayi kelebu yi na ka wo de sa hoode na ni tumi ne machine gun eni ade na wo de sa akwa che nkrofo na Canada Japan ebubo wo mu din no eni nkrofo a wo ka so mo video ni me nkwa che mo na se for ye ni post wa de che opani utu di emfancy a me no beto aso radio so video ni eyi no pani ye de ensuro video ni eyi ni eyi video ni nyina fili gadochi ni eyi video no de ensa beka bia ebeyi what you say to the emfancy an opani me na wase ye nto aso wo radio so why na galamse asem de wo se nyina ye dede nyesa be kakra na eyi special ice kra no ye import free China ansa na yanombi enso special ice na ensa say ye wo ensuo asase asenti etu na asase ase ye nyina nya special ice bi anom Ghana asemoi ehu pa wo se etumi ka ho asem opani kese akane na ko na da small scale miners association wo ma wom de mukuta license wom de mines adwuma no pani ene ne twetwe nkomo Collins owusu kusi eno no ye beto asem so amia ya se de oka no police fo ho no mo de wom wodin wom ID card wom din bobo mo boso centralfo ahemfo party fo ebi na Canada Japan na no ono abubo wom dini oboa ene ono ane party fo so ba ye nchichi wom nyina na mra enye adwuma ye to aso wo sa agalam se sensemi ana so afo a wona we nsase ne oba de ne pa eso yewura abuginapo achem se operation Vanguard no na no aban sha ase se wo ye no wo mo suspend ko se wo mbe ye adwuma no hwehwemu am wo mo kwan papa pa mbe fa so a ye be cheche sa nkofo ni nyina na chese mra no wo madi sa se bibi eduro no enya aban ko so obi ade no jimbi ne ye fix kalam se asem no.
What the military are engaged in is been codenamed or dubbed Operation Hall 2. And the Minister for Defense has been very clear about it. There's a lot of clarity on it. He's indicated, and we've all been on the same page from the very beginning to now, that relates to only the red zones, water bodies, forest reserves. In the case of water bodies, 100 meters away from the banks of any water body in our country. Forest reserves, we are clear about them. So that is the current ongoing operation. The military are not involved in any other operation. If there's going to be any other operation outside the Operation Hall 2, that will be sanctioned by the official authorities, either by myself, the Minister for Defense, or National Security, or whoever, or the government establishment. So I want to make it very clear that task forces which are moving about the country, harassing small-scale miners, whether they are involved in legal or illegal mining, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has not mandated the operation of any task forces. I believe that is very clear. The activities and or operations of Operation Vanguard has been suspended for the time being. Operation Vanguard is no more in operation as we speak. We had a meeting between myself, the Minister for National Security, the Minister for Interior, the Minister for Defense, and the Minister for Information. The conclusion, which is the committee that the President has put together to spearhead this effort, we came to the firm conclusion that the activities and or operations of Vanguard are to cease. All other task forces continue to remain disbanded. There are no such task forces anywhere. I'm privy to the concerns of the Small Scale Miners Association, and I've had occasion to interact with their leadership, and I've made it abundantly clear to them that there are no such sanctioned security operations anywhere in respect of small-scale mining. And I want to repeat on this note that the government of President Akufo-Addo is not against mining. We are not against mining. We are not against small-scale mining. On the contrary, we are working to regulate, sanitize, and promote a viable, sustainable small-scale mining which has regard to the preservation of the environment of our country. I think these matters have been made very clear, and we are moving into another phase because we've given the warnings, we've given the clarifications, and if moving forward it turns out that people continue to take the law into their hands and begin to move about the country, they will be made to face the full rigors of the law. Reg 6, we've made that point already, I need to repeat it. The regional security councils across the country are responsible for the everyday security operations relating to mining. That has not changed. But every other operation is supposed to cease.
Galamse ho amane ene ye de bre wo free say ye sha ase nyina me ka wo sa wo tie na sa wo guso a wo hwe live o YouTube e wi apem to bre ka se ba na wo koi ye de ebro ye nto aso na fe ye nko wanchi ye ko wanchi a wo ba kai election petition ye to aba 2020 wie ye no NDC for ka se wo mo challenge election results no e wo mia wo do na aba to no hu mo ye be to odwa no wo mo NDC for de wo mo bo enyoso wo ko wanchi a his lordship Frederick AWK Nawura eche say wo de eye June boso Midday di kan ene bebu aten efa eye Techima South abato mpeso no so a NDC fo mpanifo no baako e de ho petition e de beto court nem say de mra ese no say wo pese wo challenge election results so a e wo say election petition ene ugina so a wo de ekọ e court nti NDC fo mpanifo no baako Christopher Bayire Basonti ene wo de asem no ekoto dwa 1st June na court ne say wo de atemu no e beto dwa
ene no omba court no no mpese omsesa omano kase ya nye proper collation but emrana ye de to abana ye friend CI 127 no where the woman you soon say there shall be collation. There is no word like proper collation. In any case, so when your results and free all the polling stations are ultimately nye sa collation because collation here anoboa and also say in so court person but ye kika bo mu no yewra Honorable Martin Ajay Mensah OBT NDC candidate by 477. Interrogatory cinema sembisa mu no NDC for no kase. On person mu collation sheet no. Any a polling station pink sheet and our results no wa yedi
Abuja voyem free Techima South June boso Midday di kan no court ndi mo aye no betu dwan yansa mran kran ha bio ene Ghana for den nyina galam se hu sensem yenim se ya de a hu pa wose etumi ka ho asem yewra security expert Adam Bona a che na dwen e wo ne mom yewra Adam Bona me ma akwa ba ansa na ye beko galam se hu sensem unim se ye ne aye nuan sentoni o ye nuan City FM na no yeso akwa akotwa photo mfoni e wo National Security Office ne ye se nya asem keto akra e chen se Rambo anase Schwarzenegger film no yeso wo mu yie then your security for the tua kese obese kafongbe ti abrofre AK47 revolver one white say wom the team boy yi sa kondan centroni o ase de wakum nipa sa na obi ka say enke emfa sa avim boy ya nkoche galamse fo ni opani ka say ye sa ye ne kwan so sente ntofo yi wo madwuma na wom say ye se ba bia otwa mfoni no ye se eni senko otwa mfoni ne de na National Security Force notice wo no wadwen wo ho ene say security abuse ana
yes, security abuse. For me, sir, don't take photograph here. Don't do this. Don't do here. Man national security for sir, you can't say state security agencies no. To me, they buy courts and the video and the law. But over Korea trade someone act so and so and so. You are not supposed to do so and so because your national security for a catcher and I said there or more Kopaye and they can baby or and so for me a very big it is a statement any notices are call it many years ago were put out there to intimidate and to make sure things that but in we are supposed to be governed by the rule of law. And so this excess idea, and you say 80. Now, I can't say, Ocean Central, you come to me cry and from some way senior journalist. Or we are journalists here, experience, but not senior journalists. And this one more film of BB. Now say, move for say security, monobi and Kenya so just imagine, UTV and announce a despite group. You are one of the biggest media houses in Ghana. Now you want a personnel from Despite. Now you know that Despite has structures. You don't write. No more surround the building. Any tool in the account. You are virtually the only way and so more intimidated and more intimidated. You can't say Ghana for. But let me say, national security for be a binary no more than the because the course we national security the foremost intelligence organization. But they clearly say, largely, most of them are unintelligent. Because unintelligent, risk assessment, city group, there are no bombs there. They are mafia group. You can't associate them with that. So they could have gone in with plain clothes to say, Keller, Abu, Zoe, Abu, we need them to come. There will be no drama.
Okay.
But some the just to arrest them. And so the reason why we are not talking about it, but the Rambo style edition. And I think that once again, you can say that what is the name? Azugu, the DSP Azugu, I think I don't know whether it's been promoted. Azugu again in the news. For me, I don't when Oga work for any of us, and I am disappointed. Me who say we have a human rights president. We have a human rights president. His records are there, but so it shouldn't be his time. You know, for me, I am appalled. And so we should be very careful the way we allow national security to operate with impunity.
Opening Bona, any national security inquiry, say na lawyer Bako refer to your case. I mean, lawyer Samson Ladia in Nikoye about Afia Pokua and others versus NHI. In the same public institution, you're recording for in a public place. She said they are calling more Ecoye. Ena omo eche yebo yen the same ruling by court so court nka say enye ne kwan so because in central for ye be in a public place there omo right so mutumi eye nti yeah by yem fa call galamsey sensem no say Minister of Defense crisis said the air kono asodin ne abro ankofo ye nti wan hwe ya they will be forced to issue an order say ene why be chu bia emo utuo eno e the right direction ne fa excavators no mo hyehye no so nka say no so ye ne kwan so ana ebetumi dey fix issue no.
I'm a firm believer. I know you are a law student, so obviously I'm a firm believer of human rights. And so I wouldn't have come in support of him for us. But when we are, let's look at the individuals, no more communities, Yamra Seminar, in Swai Binyanum. Yen kuku kakra ye mamni ye papa no ne ekuafui e be ba de bia ne be bread ye benya foreigners you know omu twebu destroy omu a sabi ukọ bremu anasa ukọ pra and the other places. We are people who are fisher folks omu yi nam eton obi eso djuma no but I'm safe with few of them say the source of livelihood that we in ha. And so based on that me ne for the defense any kuto ponum nyina no say kwaya on be faso a galamsey e betumi to ase e wo yemamu a mo faso say emran say 100 meters away from a river body or a water body, don't go close to forest areas. When you go there, we are going to you will be arrested. So now they've gone a step further to destroy galamsey machinery. And the reason why initially, I'm not in Puaso, but here what DC is the MC so more your memoir. The bumper is there. Or more, Nana, Nanado, these last 4 years, now, MC, DC, and what Galamsey areas, already went to a movement because people have concession. And out of that concession, the Omar employer, Manfua, almost sell water bodies. So for me, they should destroy this machinery, almost sell machinery, no. Almost free what? They should make sure that anybody who would attempt to fire at them, they should fire back at those people. Because some of them are armed to the teeth. And so when they fire at them, I am a firm believer of human rights. But Ghana, the reason why most of us want to stay in Ghana is because it is peaceful, relatively peaceful. I can get water to drink, I can have fresh air to breathe. But I can say, you go to other communities, Matthew said, I mean, how? Because of Galamsey. So, Galamsey and somebody, we need to have the temple and open the fire on more margin somebody. And so I know any I think we should go after them.
Yo, up anyway, who are him can make us a more peer. As some nana wakano. Yana was here. Some bold commenter we make a dear my yera Adam Bona a security expert no didn't say me ababe to just say buying open fire on sa enkrofoni pa bon for my imagine say wo ma kwan e me ensa asenye ye kwaye ni nyina wo ma ne enye ye no on open fire e wo mu nyina so na mra ene wo mu nyina ni ma meka obi so here live e wo UTV we eye ensema de bro yen concept for eso ene enuanum kramofo unim se ya wada ebeye a ye nyina ye di Ramadan kese pa yesre Allah enhira kese a wode adom yen wo Ghana man so nchicho ye free abato ba ye bibia ansi wo Ghana oman ya nane amutu ni nyina ye riaseda mo twedi ampo afi ensuo wo ma ne nto enom ne ade afi nkranfo a wo mo wo nkranfo asase susu edi wo mo wo ene nam so wo mo de ato enuanum kramofo nim so wo mo sere wo mo ayawade wo mo hwe so wo mo nye dede sase edi kan e de ban ana esono ato etwenebo eni dede ye esonti Ramadan no ye ni no boko anye ye ko eni nim se covid wo honti ye nya no boko adede bia emam se de ba ho mo wo no suduru a ye nyina beka bom edi eboko
afahye no eba beduru sa nananom empedede bia ewo enkran enti ahemfo ede nkrata babonten ebo Ghana fo ewo enkran no kokose yenhwe ne yanye didi ema obi ansi twene anase mane nka twene afenso enyamesumku awodo ne wona omodenwum edi dwumedi awodo omodada asetene mu no ema obiada enye didi we enomo esesese asomdwe beye adwumenti no yemfa emra enye adwuma ebra nananom ekasa no omodi tudwa kyeremu so mo pese enema kosoye edema obi na wosom no enso ntiase eye adwuma sei ene mpanifo kasae
sebe nyame ena chicha aman ena odi obia si baabi ena odi amane che no Greater Accra region nyankopon ena di che gadan before omo ha ansa na obia ebe suye ene nkeka ho sebe ntiase ena sei ye na adwuma oman ra oman ni ye ne dia wo sei aso na memre so for 11 months as a Muslim me mosque, me masalachi, me microphone, my tete musa at the afra solid 11 months. If you're see, me nyabu treman 1 month, no nonso sebi of unyana mamre. Semi a Muslim pa, na mitimisu of course, as a mitinasia. Christoni, sebi, wabo bimayamo, wasi sorry, wukoso. O man ra say, bomonia. Na yedi emano no nso emfanye na mamre na sawe muslima uhwe islam sumu a se uhwe adesua ene nyansa ewo mu a ye ya sorry emprenu dakro enum se uhwe a ewo porpor dun enson 17 segments ewo ya sorry no so as a Muslim no if my religion encourages me say me silence 11 times na me kasa 6 times na se be traditionally say yenye kom ne mfan somu a se me Muslim na me susu niama ho na we sebe madwen ho a enye obi a na be ka chem say ye kom because me ye kom dada nti kom na se me som na ye kom na nyina o man no adwuma yen because o man ye ne dia
Afia Frinkan ha kwa santimantama nkro kumasim store den bia wo mo tonton entomanom ne ade materials e ma de pempam ne mani ade na anu yi a na chese eja de wom eto mu a chese ahye ne manyina adwerebe we kra no adomfo bi ene koye no wo mpie wo no mbo aye ma yedum janyasa enka jinsemo kra
Ayahusam kese NC aye kumase edwa kese mekire kajetia omo esene fofroi na atiefo ebekaya emre bi a etwam na kumase edwa kese Central Market na ejata ahyehye pa efisese ejatom kra na bebia fire sales for car betimi afa kra kodum jano na akwakọ ebu achibedi ne nyina aka ho ene ma omo hyase se kajetia omo ebesi no phase 1 no omo wie na phase 1 ni a omo wie a omo edimu edwai we ne ebre dikan a eja ato ehonum eye shop bia yebekasa fabric shop eja jampantu bi etoma empanyimfo a womo ehwe edwanum enya no tie se eja atomu ohonum a womo di America efre Ghana National Fire Service for na nam se edwafo front womo sie ne eniema pi ewo ho a mpokura na eja enwusie ne eba no womo etimi nya alarm kire se shop bi anasa store bi ewo edwanum a eja atom emra wusie eba ntia no boy ema empanyimfo kopie honom ejapade a ewo saa shop no mu de ni nyina ehye enso so no Ghana National Fire Service for etime ye se de beye ejan entime ntre enhyehye eye store ahodo a aka no youth nsam trefo kopie hono opanyi a wono eneda edwana no mekire market manager owura Kofi dufo ekirechire mu
aha no ya hyehye ye bibia sania wisie kra ba ya walamu a ekachira nse bibi si ha enti alarm no trigger alarm no trigger pa bibi wa efra no stringers eno aso bie shop bia bibi wo so enti eno so bie ye jankase nsuo no kom ekwa store no mu a sania tebia no eja ne bedum abane se ye nnuanu bebre de niam gugugugu ɔmo apata no so nti nsuo no gu soɔ no nsuo no nkɔ apata no mu nsuo no sane wɔ apata no nkyɛn nti ɛba ne sa afei sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛde ahoɔden yɛde tutututu nneɛma no egu soɔ no yɛtumi tutu yɛ no a nsuo no kɔɔ mu no edumgya no ɛyɛ apata baako ɛyɛ sɛ edwa foforɔ sei weesie but efiri nɛ no yɛne obi abɛkasa nneɛma egu apata no soɔ na nyɛ sɛ begu hɔ kɔsɔ fo apata no a na ɔkɔ so ɔbɛhu sɛ ɛkwan deda roof no mu a ɛkyɛ sɛ nsuo no bia a ebetua kɔm edumgya no ntumi ama ne saa kɔs yankasa de nneɛma egu so nyɛ saa na broni no yɛ no yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ obiara bɛkɔ sɛ nea broni no yɛ no na ɛsuo atwa
Mary a wɔhwɛ akyire ɛwɔ Kumase ɛyɛ onumunyamfo ɔsɛ asibe ɛntwi ɔno so ɛbɛpie mu hɔnom a wɔkyerɛ sɛ awerɛho sɛm paa sɛ edwamo no sei ɛgya bɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛhye ɛhɔnom ɛnsɛ ɛmfata ɔde afutuo ɛma adwadifoɔ no sɛ wɔn ɛpɔn na sɛ wɔn kɔ fie a wɔn hwɛ yie sɛ nneɛma a ɛbɛtumi ama ɛgya hyehyɛ aba no wɔn hwɛ sɛ wɔn bɛdum saa nneɛma no nyinaa.
But now the cause of the fire yɛbɛgya ama fire for no deɛ ayɛ ama yɛn but a foot to a woman in the same. Then, ye plywood, na mammy shop ni inside or they are took the normal top na automatic fires no, a bit doom jano, and Sana could be a drew. Because the name said, no, this up take plywood not to own into no, not in so no good plywood no so, no connecty. So, our advice is that henceforth, Ubia Momodian as on for plywood behind your day, enter. But many Janakasa, what's now only fire for no enter. Every shop inspect whether so be so the plow the biat on the normal so na nipakron we year free so the be for how be ama the fire service are always ready omo adwuma bi so mo ye bia omo ye but yen as individuals we have a role to play open adwuma inspect all the blocks to be free the be ya emfa ejasise bia nye de emma
abusafo we eye Kumase ye asantema hinkro ho na gya no eto ho no we ye market mo no chia na anu ye omampani dada mahama osi no ma ye na ya hye ase ye twaja etum ye wi a ye kura aba begina internet so ye se fix it ya fix your market ye hwe de na nanom kura de ma ye no na ansa na ye nya bi aka ye nko market fofo mo kira eno so osunya west importem e honom e wo bono importem omo de adesede ato aban ye nim se obe ya nko momodin anu omo akade adwomhofo no wo betimi e de asoka ne e wo ho ntichu ne anadwo sanse to de bi akromfo ni pa bonfo tu esi anadwo market ho no ma che se ne omo ye ho no ahomete pa
Jadi for more chira dwom mo ene central for kasai no mo achire mu se wedie omo koto asre assembly no na ato mampanyi akufu ado se omo ehia moa e wo dwom ho no mo esanse niema enkoyi omo si edu anadwotum kabisi esanse kane ni ho ena afenso yen cement for mo no ntino ama enfutro de ebi eku omo papapa ensuo so tope na ateche aba ho no ma eyeden ede mo omo eno enti aban entwe nani emehwe won omo de nsemwe atudwa ebre oban ma ede machira ede eniema de boye ho ban ekun etia coronavirus ni bi ekoche adwadifo no
ye how kese pa wo kire adwam ene se ye dwa no nso to a ye nya ba bi mfa ye ne mangu fam no e ya ateche na ne to so mienu nso dwa no mo ye the gate ya to ano na nso gate na da no no ni nyina tutu enti ye sra ba ne se omra mehu ye mobo na omra mekora no e ma yen ensuo to adwam hanina ye ma atache ndi yesre aban ye di simu so mo de manya bedu haide be mo beko bia mo beko yesre mo won kan kira aban won hu ye mabbo no bekora adwai maye
kira nanko ase fo ye ni surata also a ye kum na mo wonchi techiman na edeba na ye da no so ha won kwa na wom net ni nyina tete ye hia moa
wo chima anim ade gate na be toto anu nyina bia to ya ka kire kansela omumu ya dwane nsuo to a munya ba bi nyina kohwe ha ya tache nti ye kwada ne yesuro dani mutum kwara no usuro da bi wo ho ababa ne bi ba bi ayi wo no man kakra
na oba ahima enso ekasa de afutuo ema no ene assembly ni nyina da esei
bra maso ati die na me masunwa ne West Municipal ate kominim say assembly for bene be bodwa no ho ban revenue collectors wo ho a omogigito se te saade a no omogigito de a necessary bibi say dwan mu a eyomo a responsibility so mo take care of market no nti ba mama so ati metu onamon mama assembly for no MCO ho no aso ati
abankra chipenyi ewo sunwane West Mensinim owura Martin obin enso nsema wade tu edwa enie
dwadada na wo kano enokre how bi wo a mano anadwadifo na ho no ehia sene yentimi fada kro ensie hawo nyina no yetimi aye mpundudwuma pii ewokyera nti yekoyenim no bia no nso beba abeka yenhyehyɛ ho na fe yene so yesiesie ade amabusuafo a eto edidwuma
abusafo UTV ewia prem to breka sebo e na wohwe ye dane ho abe de agudie hu nsem ebehwe e de no ato se ebehwe se ho nso galamse ni biwo mu a se de me kotokoyi galamse be ti si kotoko de ana chese kotoko ye nya ya asem be ya ne nton kotoko because kotoko ye galamse de fa buwe ene e be ma house mum ton house ama China fo no mum be fa house na kotoko de Allah ye ma house ayi galamse mamuda ye ba sisi a Romeo Dro ene penifo ni aye krado de agudie hu nsem e ba sisi a